evening and welcome to Edinboro Television. I'm Drew Patrick.
And I'm Tracy Gabel, and this is your weekly news update. For the first time in Edinboro University's history, a student will represent this region in the Cashiown Cup at this year's Intercollegiate Horse Show Association's 2015 National Horse Show. I actually made the visit to the stables where the team practices, and I found out more about the equestrian team and the student that will be competing. Edinboro University student Ashley Wells will represent Region 5 in the Intercollegiate Horse Show Association, known as the IHSA 2015 Horse Show in West Springfield, Massachusetts, on May 1st and 2nd. A High Point rider, Ashley began riding in only 2nd grade. Since then, she has been to several local shows, and she went to nationals twice as a high school student.
One of my good friends had horses, so I would go out to the barn with her, and then she put me on this pony, and I just kind of fell in love with it right there, and I started taking lessons, and I just couldn't get enough of it.
Ashley qualified for what's called the Cashiown Cup, where she will compete against other top open-level riders from across the country.
I'm excited. I'm nervous. I haven't gone to nationals in IHSA, so I haven't been to a big horse show in a long time. So I'm nervous, but I'm excited.
Lately, Ashley has been at the Brendrick stables nearly every day, preparing for the competition.
I'm thrilled that Ashley was chosen for this or that she earned this competition. She's worked very hard. She's very passionate about her riding. Absolutely thrilled that she's going to have this opportunity.
The team is always looking for new members. Tryouts for the 2015-2016 year are scheduled for Sunday, August 23rd. I'm Tracy Geibel with ETV.
Edinboro University art professor Michelle Vitale will speak about the case of the severed head found in Beaver County last December to launch the Forensic Institute's lecture series that is coming to Edinboro University. ETV's Leslie Schaefer sat down with Vitale in January to discuss the case and how art has become a major tool in the investigation process. Vitale will speak about how art techniques are becoming popular in the way of helping law enforcement solve cases. Vitale will speak inside the William Alexander Recital Hall on Tuesday, April 28th at 5:30 in the evening.
Having trouble preparing for finals? Well, Taylor Buffington has made a visit to the Baron Fortness Library to find out how to make the grades.
With finals coming up, many Edinboro University students are studying hard. I spoke to an Edinboro student, Naya Nagata, a little bit about what he does to prepare for finals.
I'm just review all PowerPoints and all notes, and sometimes I miss some points, so I will ask my friends what I don't understand exactly. And sometimes I'm going to do group study in library.
He also commented on what he does and how much he studies for finals.
Actually, every day I'm studying, and every day I study until midnight in the library.
I also asked him if he could give any advice to other students about what to do to study for finals.
Just study and review carefully, and if you have something question to discuss with your friends or to go to office hours with professors.
This is Taylor Buffington reporting for ETV.
A new art exhibit is coming to Loveland Hall. The Show is an exhibit created by Aaron Pickens. The exhibit is open to the public and runs from April 27th until May 1st from 9 a.m. until 9 p.m.
Last Wednesday, Edinboro University hosted a health fair that featured over 60 health and wellness vendors, plus local businesses in the Eyrie community. Edinboro television reporter Sierra Smith has more.
Last Wednesday held Edinboro University's 17th Annual Health Fair. This year's theme, The First Wealth is Health, filled the Frank G. Polk Student Center with various health and wellness companies, therapy dogs, and a blood drive where students and community members could donate if they wished. The fair consisted of over 60 vendors featuring a live demonstration from the Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu and a fashion show with items shown from Thrifty Threads, a local thrift shop located here in Edinboro. The Eyrie Health Department made an appearance and stated why this event is important and what they can provide on Edinboro's campus.
I'm the Injury Prevention Coordinator at the Erie County Department of Health, and we're here at the Edinboro Health Fair to just talk about some of the resources that the Health Department offers. On Edinboro's campus, we have a med return unit that will be located in the law enforcement office, and you can drop off any of your unwanted prescription or over-the-counter medications.
There was a vast amount of students and community members who attended this event as well.
I heard about it and I thought it was a good idea, and you get a lot of free stuff and you get a lot of good information.
I really like the therapy dogs today on campus. It brightened up this rainy day.
Many vendors handed out informational pamphlets, samples of products, and raffles for free services from their companies. The abundant amount of vendors brought a large crowd to this successful fair. This fair truly showed that the first wealth is health. Reporting for Edinboro Television, I'm Sierra Smith.
Edinboro sports management team held a cornhole tournament on Saturday to help raise money for the Make-A-Wish Foundation. 21 two-man teams competed in a double elimination tournament at the Mike S. Zarofsky Sports and Recreation Dome for the first place prize of $200. The tournament winners were Team Don't Choke, which consisted of Steve Kuhn and Josh Fury. The event managed to raise over $1,000 for the Make-A-Wish Foundation.
When we return, we will give you a sneak peek into upcoming events, plus there is something new going to campus media that might help you empty your cabinets before the semester is over. Keep watching.
Edinboro University played host to the Eyrie Philharmonic on April 21st. I had the chance to attend this event. At this event, a scholarship was established, a former professor was honored, and a current professor made her Philharmonic debut. Take a look. Edinboro University presented the Edinboro University Friends of Music concert in Lewis C. Cole Memorial Auditorium on April 21st, hosting the Eyrie Philharmonic. Before the concert, the university honored Miss Lorraine Vitt by establishing a scholarship in her name.
Now I can reciprocate and provide music education scholarships to Edinboro University students. For this, I am very grateful.
The Philharmonic's second song of the night was Ashes and Equinox, a tune that was composed by William P. Alexander, the man whom the music building on campus is named. Mr. Alexander was in attendance. High brass instructor Sarah Scouten made her Philharmonic debut as the group played Richard Strauss's Horn Concerto No. 1 in E-flat. Schouten spoke about her experience after the show.
Well, it's a great opportunity and one that I've been practicing for and working hard for quite a few weeks. But when you first walk on stage, it's a mix of just being super excited and also being nervous and finding the balance to channel the nervous energy into the excited energy so that it manifests itself in a good performance.
Scouten also spoke about what advice she would give to her students.
It's a difficult thing because we come out and we perform and then we go home. So most of the times our students don't see their teacher practice. They don't see us put in the day-to-day work. But that's what I would tell them, that this concerto didn't happen overnight. It's been years of working on the basic fundamentals of musicianship and then putting them into context into this piece.
For ETV, I'm Drew Patrick.
On Wednesday, April 22nd, music students got to show off their talent and everything they learned this year at the 2014-15 concert. In the show, the group played songs composed in the past 4 years before being joined by the Bagpipe Orchestra for Scotland the Brave. The jazz band finished off the night playing 4 classic jazz tunes.
The Edinboro University Athletic Department hosted the 34th Annual Hall of Fame banquet ceremony in Macomb Fieldhouse on Saturday. 7 former Edinboro student athletes were inducted into the Edinboro Hall of Fame, including Jamie Sally, who became the first woman to be inducted into Edinboro's Hall of Fame. Sally earned first-team NCAA All-Northeast Region and All-PSAC honors. Congratulations to Tim Flynn for winning his 6th Coach of the Year award, Mitchell Port for becoming Male Athlete of the Year, and Laura Lindsay for becoming Female Athlete of the Year.
Coming up is your weekly weather report. Stay tuned.
Good evening and welcome to eWeather. I am Jeremy Strack. When we look at our current surface, we see that we actually have a cold front that's heading right towards us. It will be reaching us around Thursday and Friday. It will be bringing some clouds and some cooler temperatures. It's only going to be a weak cold front, so it's not going to be much colder. But when we look at our current temperatures right now, we actually see that in our area that our temperatures are within that 40-degree range to the 50s. It's going to be like that throughout the night, and throughout the rest of the country, the temperatures are pretty constant also, except for down in Florida, where your temperatures are going to be in the 60s and 70s, and in Southern California, where your temperatures are actually in the temperature area also. When we look at tomorrow's temperatures, we see that during the day, our temperatures are probably going to be mostly within that high 50-degree range, possibly break into the 60s, but more likely where it's going to be it's going to be in the 50s, most likely high 50s. But when we get into the night, once again, our temperatures are going to be even colder. Well, not even colder, but they're going to be about in that 40 to 50-degree range again at night, as the same throughout the rest of the country, with your exceptions of down in Florida and Southern California. Now let's take a look at the week ahead. See, on Thursday and Friday, like I said before, we'll be getting hit with that cold front where we're going to get some clouds and some cooler temperatures. It's going to cool down to 56 degrees for your high with a low of 43 on Thursday, high of 54 and low of 45 on Friday. And later in the afternoon, the sun's going to be starting to break out, so you'll probably see a little bit of sun on Friday. And for the rest of the weekend, it's going to warm back up, get into the 60-degree temperatures, and you're going to see even more sun throughout the weekend. Now it's time for your eWeather trivia. Our question is, which of these people listed are meteorologists, which one is not a meteorologist on the given television show or movie? It's a bit of a trick question. The answer is none of the above. Well, that's all I have for you today. Coming up next, we have your global news, followed by your Fred and Scott Sports Report. I'm Jeremy Schreck, signing off.
On Saturday, April 25th, a devastating earthquake hit Nepal and it left a lot of damage. The earthquake had a magnitude of 7.8, which was centered 50 miles from Kathmandu, which is Nepal's largest city. The earthquake that shattered Nepal's largest city has left at least 1,910 people dead. The earthquake left damage everywhere, and the citizens of Nepal are continuing to struggle with this horrible devastation. The earthquake has set off huge avalanches on Mount Everest, which left a large number of climbers dead, missing, or injured. The continuing aftershocks are making it hard for rescue missions to be planned out. For more information on this story, go to CNN.com. With President Obama's last year as president upon us, it is now time for the new potential presidential candidates to make their announcements. According to CNN, there are 19 potential candidates for the presidency. So far, there has been 3 potentials that have announced that they will be making an announcement soon, stating that they will be running for candidate. There has been 4 individuals so far stating that they are running for president. Hillary Clinton is considered to be one of the front runners for the Democratic Party for candidacy. For more information, visit CNN.com. Coming up is your Fighting Scots Sports Report.
Welcome to this week's Fighting Scots Sports Report. I am Tyler Trumbauer. The women's lacrosse team wrapped up its 2015 campaign by hosting Gannon on Wednesday. The Golden Knights got the best of the Scots 13-8. Gannon's attack was led by Tessa Mitchell and Kirsten Haight. Borough's Sydney Risco and Rachel Olsen each netted hat tricks in the loss. That concludes this season for the Scots. The men's tennis team headed east to Bloomsburg to compete at the 2015 PSAC Men's Tennis Championships. The Scots defeated Westchester 5-0 in the semifinal on Friday. Borough swept the Rams in doubles, piloting the team to victory. Lee Underwood's group battled local rival Mercyhurst in the PSAC Championship, emerging as 5-1 victors, capturing Edinboro's second straight PSAC Championship. Doubles swept again, with the top 2 singles earning victories for Borough as well. Senior Matthias Agnassi was named the championship's MVP. Edinboro now awaits to see if it qualified for the NCAA Atlantic Regional Tournament. The bracket will be announced today at 8:30 p.m. on ncaa.com. The track and field squad concluded its 2015 regular season in Hillsdale, Michigan at the Hillsdale College Relays. Allison Gibbons registered the best finish for the women's team, taking second in the 800-meter run. Also, Emma Sullivan finished fourth in the 5,000-meter run. Deontay Powell had a successful trip, winning twice, both on day 2 of the meet, taking first in the 400 and 200-meter dashes. Those who qualify will compete in the 2015 PSAC Championships at East Stroudsburg University, which are on April 30th through May 2nd. The softball squad was scheduled to have 7 doubleheaders in as many days to cap the regular season, but Mother Nature did not let that happen. However, the Scots did get to play some games to help their playoff standing. Borough had a successful week on the Diamonds, sweeping their 3 doubleheaders, all of which were at home. After Saturday's sweep of IUP, the Scots were 21-10-1 overall and 13-8-1 in the PSAC. The ladies were swept by Cal yesterday. They are slated to face IUP today to wrap up its regular season and hopefully qualify for the PSAC playoffs. That's all for this week and this year. Thanks for joining us for what has been a successful academic year for the Fighting Scots. Be sure to follow us on Twitter at ETV Sports to stay up to date on all the latest Borough athletic happenings over the summer.
Campus media is having a feeding frenzy. It's not just a feeding frenzy, though. Because of your efforts to help the food bank, campus media is raffling off various baskets in a Chinese auction. For every non-perishable food item you bring, you get 2 tickets for your chance to win a basket. Come and support the Second Harvest Food Bank on May 1st in the multi-purpose room of the Pogue Student Center from 12 to 4.
That's all we have for you this week and this year. Thank you for such a great year. And if you want to keep with ETV, make sure to like us on Facebook, like our YouTube page, follow us on Twitter. And if you have any story ideas for next year, email us at edinborotv@gmail.com. Thank you for watching.